Hey everyone, thanks for stopping in. This is my February update for Ricos Nano Challenge of 2018. So let's get into it. What would a saltwater tank be without any problems? Well, let's get to it. The first problem was I actually had this purple acro, and when I got it 4 days in, I realized that it had a little bit of RTN, and I wasn't sure exactly if it was like that when I bought the frag or if it actually just started happening within the 4 days. So I got a little nervous. So I kept a good eye on it, and I ended up, just making sure everything was good. And little by little, it actually ended up starting to make a comeback. So finally, everything started growing back, and there was actually four little buds where little polyps actually started to come out. So that actually got me really excited, and I was really happy to hear about that. Second is my orange Montipora. I actually had it up high on a kind of like a floating island. It's right down there right now, and it just wasn't doing good. Burned once. I lowered the light, put the screen on, and thinking it would help it. I was doing good, but then I noticed something funny on it, and I thought maybe it was some filter floss or something. So I squeezed, hit it with the turkey baster, and some of the actual tissue came off, as you can see right there with the white. So that was definitely not a good thing to see. So I knew, you know what? I want it there. It would be great there, but it's just not doing great there. And you kind of got to know when enough is enough, and you got to look out for the best interest of the coral. So it's down there for right now. As far as everything else goes, it's been pretty decent. I haven't had a problem. The growth has been pretty good. I'm actually pretty excited about that. Some of the bubble algae is pretty much gone. I would say pretty much most of it's gone. 75%, I would say. The and matrix crab's doing pretty good. I'm like tripping over my words here. I love that little mushroom right there with the blue and the purple. So it's just nice looking. I can't wait for it to get bigger. And as far as the Favia and the Aiken's doing well, and also the Gorgonian here actually started encrusting a little bit on the rock, as you see right there. So it's doing pretty good, and I'm really excited to see that. Its polyps are out every day. So that's doing very well itself, too. The other monopores that I have up here, the Monopora undata and the Supernatural Monopora, is up high, and the polyps are out. It's actually darkening in color, so it's really nice. Maybe a little side profile right here. It's looking pretty good. So, with all that being said, I'm pretty excited how everything's going. Everything's pretty much where I want it to be. My alkalinity drops a little bit, so I've been daily dosing about 1 milliliter per pretty much a day, and it's been keeping everything stable. I also had some evaporation splashing underneath the light here, or the arm, so pretty much came up with this plexiglass little top here. I cut it out for all the grooves I need, and ended up drilling a hole so that I could, pretty much top everything off and yet it's still functionable. A little air hose right there too. I have an air stone in there to try to maintain my pH to make sure everything, stays as stable as possible, especially since I have acros in there now. As far as my light goes, it's doing really well. It got a little warm for my liking, so I ended up drilling 2 holes on each side. You can see right there, my fingers at right now. And that seemed to do pretty good with the temp. I didn't want nothing getting caught and baking my tank or the heat just on the glass alone. So that worked, and everything seems to be going good with that. I see a lot of growth in there as well. Um, I want to put something else up there. I'm definitely going to. For right now, I actually have the bird's nest you see up there. I got a frag. It was ordered twice. First one didn't make it. The second one I got, and as you can see, I cut a little piece because the frag was too big. It was over an inch. It was about a little over 2 inches. So I cut it off right there to get the 1 inch mark to put it in there, so it made it for the tank. The stylo's doing very well. The picture here just doesn't do it justice. It actually looks more purple with the green polyps. And everything here, like the little mushroom you see, which is behind the acro, is doing pretty well. I thought it was a Yuma. It actually might be a Recordia. I'm not 100% sure yet because it's still so small. And this acro is doing really well. It's coloring up, it's out every day, and the tips are getting a little blue. The stargazers are doing great. And this other Monopora, I believe it might be a Superman Monopora, but I didn't have the official name when I ended up getting it. This little piece right here that you see is actually part of the Monopora undata. When I was putting the frag in, a piece broke off, and I didn't know where it went in the tank at all. And ironically, I just found it the other day poking out of the sand. Now, a little piece right there that you see. So it's actually showed a couple polyps on it, so I kind of just have it right there right now. The Acapora Millie, that's doing really good right there. So I'm going to bring it up higher. I just want the coloration. Hopefully it'll come out. But as far as everything goes so far, that's pretty much what we got going on. The problems, are what I listed, and everything else is pretty good. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for keeping up.